Hello, good people. Thank you for being part of Brian's Academy. Welcome back to our today's lesson. And today's lesson is very encouraging because I'm talking to grade 9 learners, grade 9 educators. This is something that you can have and you share with them because it's touching on their KJSEA examination preparation. Now, you'll find that I have given my lesson today. The strand is the grade 9 creativity, that is mastering your assignment for KNECK success. Now you will find that this is a guide. To help grade 9 students develop creativity and excel in school assignments for KNECK assessment. Let me go straight to the first sub-strand under this strand of grade 9 creativity, mastering your assignment for KNECK success. So the first sub-strand is understand what KNECK expects. So do these learners understand what exactly the KNECK expect from them? So here I have some 3 points that I will put across that the learner are supposed to be aware. The first point is KNECK checks. So KNECK will be checking on understanding, creativity and application of knowledge in real life situations. So here you find that after this learner have been taught, can they apply the knowledge they have in real life situations? For example, the creativity, can they use the creativity they have been taught in real life situation? And this one will be applied on that paper, because remember we have some part of creativity that will be needed to answer some questions. Then the second point is it's not just reading textbooks. They want problem solving, critical thinking and creativity. Remember, these three are part of the competency that the learner is supposed to develop through the education system. So these learners, are they able to solve problem? Are they able to think critically? And are they creativity? Can they come up with new things that does not exist? Because remember, we shall talk about improvisation of materials. They are not required to go and buy them. So are they creative enough to come up with things that are needed in maybe learning process? For example, they can be learning resources. So are they creative enough to make up their own items? Then the third point, school assignments often form the foundation for final exam. So we usually carry out the school assignments. For example, we have tests, we have homework that we usually give them. Remember, those questions are coming from the curriculum design that we are using to teach them. So how are they taking that work seriously? Because remember, you find that some questions, they usually repeat themselves. So let's try to encourage them to take any work that is given to them as homework, as exam, seriously, because it can help them in the final exam to remember what they were being taught. So the second substrand is on the read the instruction carefully. So on the question paper, we usually have instructions. So do these learners read the instruction carefully? You will find that some of the time they are given the paper, they usually open the paper. Even some of them, they forget to write their details there. For example, their name, the class, the date, the sign. So do they really read instructions that are always given on that paper? On the first page, when you give them the paper, we have some instructions that KNECK give out on that paper. So here I have some 3 points that are touching on the reading of instruction carefully. So before you start, read the question twice. Read the question twice. For example, if it's question number 1, you have to read that question twice. Then identify keywords such as explain, compare, discuss, illustrate with the diagram. So these keywords, you have to underline them using a pencil. They are the areas that examiners want you to focus on. The answers are found in those areas, so make sure you underline the keywords that are found on the question you have read twice. Then lastly, make short notes on how you will tackle the question. So the first thing that will come in your mind is how the points that are connected with that question. So can you make sure you note down those points before checking the correct answer that you have been given, or writing the correct answer on the spaces that you have been given there to use. So if you do that, then you are on the right way to succeed. Then the third substrand is show creativity. As a learner, you have to show creativity. And how are you going to show creativity in your learning process? First, use real life examples in your answers, because CBE now, it's about we are connecting classroom experience with real life experience. So when you read that question, can you connect it with the real life situations? So here we are being told that you have to use creativity, use real life examples in your answers. Then also write in clear and correct English or Kiswahili depending on the subject. If it's Kiswahili, make sure unatumia lugha ambayo inastahili, sarufi iwe ambayo inaambatana na kanuni na sheria za kisarufi pamoja na ngeli. And if it's in English, make sure the nouns are all well aligned, the plurals, all the details that you require to use when you are writing in English, make sure you follow them, because if you miss any word or you misplace any word, you spell any word wrongly, it becomes another word. The meaning is lost there. So make sure you adhere to that. Then the third point, include drawings, examples or case studies to show your understanding. After giving an answer, try to elaborate. And in the area that we are focusing on, you can only try to elaborate by giving an explanation to show that you understand the concept that you have been asked to give the answer to. Then lastly, show your own points of view. So don't just copy the obvious. You have the answer. You can paraphrase that answer according to how you understood the question, but let it not lose the context that it's supposed to pass. Then we have the fourth substrand is research and use reliable sources. Research and use reliable sources. Now, as you prepare to sit for the KJSEA exam, how often do you carry out resources, or you are that learner that relies on the teachers? During your free time, how do you carry out your research? So here I have some areas that you can use to do the research for your preparation in KJSEA exam. First, use textbooks, school libraries, and self-educational websites. Self-educational websites. Let's not use websites that are not safe for you as a learner. Make sure the website you are using are educational website. You can use textbook that we have in our schools. You can use school libraries. So those are some of the sources you can use to search for the information you need in your preparation. Also, acknowledge your sources where possible. You acknowledge your sources where possible. And lastly, ask teachers or interview others if you need clarification. In that class setup, we have those learners who are able to answer that question that is giving you some problem. So can you go to them and ask how to tackle those questions? We have teachers, if maybe I'm teaching creative art or Kiswahili, and as I was teaching, you are unable to understand, we have another teacher in that institution who is taking who is able to teach also that lesson or that subject. Can you approach him or her and inquire more on the same, so that you can have the upper hand information you need in preparation for your KJSEA exam? The fifth strand, organize your work or structure. Organize your work or structure. So here we talk about introduction, so brief meaning or background of the topic. We have body, that is main points and examples. Then we have conclusion, summarize key ideas or give solutions, recommendations. Then use subheadings or bullet points to make your work neat. Then we have language quality. Under language quality, when you are writing your answers in for example prose form, you have to check on language quality. There you'll be checking on the spelling, sentence structure, and vocabulary. They must be correct. Then also avoid slang, informal assignments, and lastly use a dictionary if needed. Remember, this is about preparation for the KJSEA exam. Then we have another area of self-review. So check yourself. Does your assignment answer the full questions? Then time. Don't wait for the last minute. write a draft, then edit, then reread, catch small mistakes before submission. Then the last part is critical thinking. Ask why and how in your answers, then compare different perspectives. Explain both short-term and long-term effects, especially in social or science topics. So if you do those things, then you are on the right track of passing your KJSEA exam. Final tips: start early and work systematically. Show creativity, diagrams, charts, examples, then stay organized. Introduction, body, conclusion. Use time to edit before submitting. Then if you follow these steps, then you are on the right track. Thank you for watching this video, and if you haven't subscribed, do so that we grow together. Thank you.